the best players in Dota 2. It's just that in the new patch, the way Liquid wants to play Dota, he didn't fit because they wouldn't be picking Anti-Mage here. But because it's Miracle carry, because it's a playmaking Weehaw middle, it's a totally different drafting style, and they're able to pick these super greedy lineups that give Miracle control the win condition.
Oh, man. Once again, it's hard to think of like the DK pick was there in the last game we didn't necessarily see. What's your last pick here as VP? I just don't see one that necessarily...
Maybe like a Ramsey's Brood or something, some cheesy pick like that. Even that
but
doesn't feel great.
Not HTA bad. That's impossible.
No,
that's
I'm trying to think what some of those heroes that can just deal with AM are. TB,
well, there's the
okay.
Ramsey's TB. That is
into Mag Bats. CM.
It's tough. Hey, 1,000 most played player hero combos in the history of Pro Dota. Ramsey's TB is the highest GPM. 700 over 781
How do you just know that?
It's, no one fact
What's
checks
wrong with
it.
you?
No, I can give you the link, baby. No,
Aghanim Scepter on TB is still not buffed. Like, this is the shittiest Aghanim Scepter in the game.
What is his Aghanim? I've never even seen anyone build it.
Yeah, because, I mean, we don't see too much TB, but
what is
I would rather buy a Moon Shard for my teammate than buy an Ag Scepter for myself.
Can you explain what it is for everyone at least?
I'm not sure if it's 2.5 or 3-second fear when you use meta, and that's it.
What?
What, no, I'm not even kidding. No, I'm not even trolling.
Like, is it a small AoE?
I'm not sure. It's like it sends out the wave. I'm not sure in which direction. It's so bad, we're not gonna even mention it.
So it would be something which would look really, really cool. Just like, oh my god, it's a Terrorblade! Run! Oh, I mean, wait, let's get ourselves back together here. We can turn a fight.
Yeah, but one more thing. I think it would be a lot better if it's on Sunder, so you push people away.
Then again, you kind of want to kill them. Like, you don't want to move. You don't want people to move away from you when you sunder them. You want to actually kill them, unless they're at close range.
That's the same thing when you're using meta. You want to kill people.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. All right, we'll put that one to the drawing board. So we've got Roshan Pit that needs to be done. We've got double damage rune that needs to not affect Roshan anywhere near as much as it does. I'll fill Nahaz as a My Wish, and now we have to have a different upgrade to the Aghanim Scepter for the Terrorblade. Wonderful. We're making a very, very, very productive to-do list.
Yeah, I need to write those stuff down.
Yeah. Make a blog post like PPD. That's how we get things done. But let's talk about our lanes, because it looks like we have our 1v1. Weehaw TA versus no one's Ember Spirit. And that leaves our top lane. What a surprise. Anti-Mage in the safe lane for Team Liquid.
Yeah, I can't
Working with the Anti-Mage, because they got him the AM.
So this Anti-Mage game feels pretty insane, because the only thing he can get rid of is Global Silence early on. After Battle Fury, he's going to build into Manta style, of course, and
he seems like one of those heroes, too, that doesn't care about building both Manta as well as BKB. So even if you triggered the BKB earlier and then the Global comes down, it's like, oh, okay.
Usually when you pick TB into Anti-Mage, I see a lot of the teams lane TB against AM, so you can use the Reflection early on and burn his mana. But the next level play is you don't skill it if TB comes to your lane.
Oh, Miracle. He's real low, but he's going after Pasha, working with Koro. They've actually got the kill. Out of all of this, just kept burning off all the mana. The Splinter Blast will connect on Miracle. He doesn't have level 2, so he'll have to blink away, but Roger slowed up. He doesn't have enough damage to get through the trees. Kuro wants to stay with this one. Miracle hit level 2. He can blink in and actually secure the kill on Roger. That's exactly what he does. He dodges the split.
What a player.
And he actually gets the double kill. Pasha, he wants Kuro. The Anchor Smash range is ridiculously big, so he'll find that kill, and maybe back-to-back champion Pasha if he can kill off Miracle. But once again, Miracle walks it off.
I think Kuro wanted to die there so he can bring a healing salve to Miracle. And heal him up fully.
Any other items which Miracle can now afford.
And look at GH. He's just chilling. He pulled a creep wave between tier 2 and tier 3 tower. There's going to be a lot of spam on the top lane. Miracle.
He's just standing his ground. Like, he wants to keep fighting. Roger's coming close. Now, Miracle knows he can just blink away. I don't know if Kuro brought a salve with him as well to bring Miracle back up again. And he did exactly that. So they pushed the envelope to again just drain. Like, isn't this the way game 1 started, where Roger and Pasha are like, well, we have no regeneration anymore. We have no life or no mana. The only difference is they actually died in this game.
They are really playing it to full potential with this Anti-Mage. He goes in. There's the Crystal Nova.
And Kuro, has he got another control? No, he does not. But the slow, Roger has to consume the Fairy Fire. Pasha's out of mana once more. And Ramses will finally try and add some pressure on bottom. But
Oh, look at GH.
He's waiting for it. So Mind Control, quick shockwave. Mind Control's keeping the Firefly on top of him, skewering back in. He's keeping him inside the Firefly. Actually, no, he moved a little bit further around. So Ramses is able to survive, consumes one of the happy trees, and Solo tries to create a little bit more space, but GH is committing to this. The shockwave won't be enough to get the kill. He knows he has to hit Ramses a couple more times, and now he can try and shockwave.
Oh,
but
he misses.
Ramses, GH, that was a very wide ball. Solo will get the double kill on the safe lane, and that's +2/+2. I can do my math, that's 4.
So untypical of
But
GH.
Ramses
Usually,
will die for it.
he does not make this kind of a mistake.
The stick
Ramses,
charges.
another tango eaten.
Oh,
It's
God.
gonna keep him alive.
That happy tree tango actually keeps him alive from before, and Mind Control's having a hard time getting away from Solo.
He's dead.
Yeah,
Stick.
it looks like it. One more will do it up the hill, and Solo's another +2.
This is why Silencer is one of the better heroes against the Batrider. You just use Arcane Curse and he can't cast his spells. How's mid lane doing? 21-5 against the 17 and 5.
This feels like one of the better lanes for Virtus Pro because the Ember can actually rotate and do something.
I mean, TA allows Team Liquid to play fast and create space for this anti-mage in this game. But on the other hand, same goes for Ember Spirit. Like, both of these heroes are very mobile, and now with the haste being picked up by Ember Spirit, he can easily gank the side lane.
Get a little bit more aggressive against the TA, but how does Ember play this mid lane once TA hits 6? Like, battling underneath traps seems difficult to get initiation, right?
It really depends who gets to level 6. I mean, if Ember gets level 6 faster than TA, he might get a kill on her, especially if someone decides to rotate.
I love this from no one. Keep moving side to side. He doesn't know where to sideblade me, but he knows where to hit me directly if I come in too close. And now Roger will also arrive. Weeha's out of refraction charges. No one's used bottle charges to get back up that Mel Strike. Oh, no one's so low, so is Weeha, but the range damage from Roger, he can't get far enough. Weeha turns. What's he thinking about?
It doesn't matter, Toby. This is just...
He wants the experience. That's what he wants.
Yeah, this is just beautiful to watch. Like, they are really going to, like, the distances. Like, they understand how far they can push it.
And they get all 4 bounty runes. The pressure that's being applied by Virtus Pro on the rotation happens around the 5-minute mark. So you see the shift. It doesn't even know how to work it out. It's like we have to put a space between the 1 and the 4 just to isolate the 1,000 difference between the two. That's big for Liquid. More money coming in. That serves the anti-mage as well as the TA to get him up to number 1. GH nearby with the shockwave is going to slow down no one, bring him closer. Kuro's joined the fight as well. Can they get in deeper with the skewer? GH actually pushing no one further out of the reaches of Weeha. All you want to do is get the small slow while Miracle. Once again, how long is this guy going to remain on almost no life? He's playing like a Huskar and even just spell blocks the return of the Gush back towards Pasha.
Solo.
Yeah. Underneath Observe Ward, protecting the Arcane Rune for the Ember Spirit. They can look towards Kuro. Solo wants these kills. He'll die for it. That's easy intelligence if you can claim it. And everyone's just so low. Kuro as well as GH need to burn the shrine.
On the top lane, Anti-Mage on top of Network. He has the Ring of Regen, which will help him out to sustain in the lane. It's going to be pretty hard to kill him, especially since Ember Spirit does not have a single point in chains yet. And some T-Tours, Ramses gets...
Yeah.
That's a solo kill on Mind Control.
Mind Control committed a little bit too hard onto Ramses. There's no Sunder. He didn't have 6. He just had some illusions and metamorphosis available. I'm liking this nice ward down from Virtus Pro just behind the tier 1 tower. So they always know like when someone's moving off the lane. This is something which they were definitely lacking in the first game of the series. Information on Team Liquid's movements. Definitely
Team Liquid had a better vision game in game number 1. And this ward, as you mentioned, usually you don't expect this kind of a ward to be placed this early.
Oh, Roger really wants to hit into a Miracle as hard as he can. Nice delay as well. Waiting for Miracle to be in the right spot. Solo. No, he's going for it. He has the Observe Ward, so we know he can hit uphill. And Mind Control, he may not be aware of this. One quick miss, turns around. Mind Control, okay, yeah, he knows. He knows now. The skewer back onto the tower. Mind Control will actually live, and this will allow GH to get a solo kill on Solo. Mind Control wants to come back in for the experience, but that's good for GH. 242 gold for it.
And the ward is going to get dewarded, so that's some extra gold for them as well. Miracle in a bit of trouble, but quick blink away.
He's still #1 net worth by 700 to 600-ish. No one's already abandoned the middle lane. The TA traps are just causing him a world of hurt. And he doesn't seem to be a battle around the side blades. That's some nice stacking.
Some really juicy stacks from GH. Both anti-mage or TA can remove those. Pasha's still not level 6 and doesn't even have mana at this point.
Oh wow, blink forward from Miracle. Realizes, oh no, realizes a little too late. Solo's there, begins the TP out. The damage output, it will be enough. Solo gets the kill, another +2. And with a creep wave, we've already seen Solo with that kind of license to dive. He won't pull it out this time around.
Yeah, usually he has license to die, but in this game, he's really going deep between tier 2 and tier 1 towers.
That's a beautiful play, Lacoste.
Yeah, thank you.
Speller's Pro coming again. Kuro showing himself, just trying to push the creep wave out, but Solo won't care. Like, this is still going to be +2 for him, and you can
That's
just
solo kill.
rack him and stack him.
People are just stealing his experience. I mean, he's making all the moves. Now Tidehunter with the bottle pickup. That's going to give him some mana sustain, and the anti-mage can come to this lane because Tidehunter is level 6. He also TP'd back and didn't even finish the TP. So he just died. Maybe he needs to go back to the other side of the jungle in the dire triangle and try to farm up there.
That's a very good trap that's already been planted from TA. It's watching the movement of Virtus Pro to get that vision down. The question is, can Kuro work out where they put the Observer wards? I believe sentries are coming on the Courier at the moment. But they need to get rid of that obs because it's watching the farming patterns of Team Liquid. Something which is very important when you got a TA looking to take a heavy amount of stacks on the bottom, and you got Anti-Mage who's looking to control inside the dire jungle on the northern side. But here goes Mind Control again over on Ramses. 4 sticky napalm charges, but he sunders his illusion. The lasso is out, and Ramses, well, he's going to burn through this. Mind Control's taking so much damage from Roger. And Roger will be able to at least get the rebuttal while Pasha, RP, they're trying to cancel and burn off enough mana so he cannot Ravage. He uses the 1 charges, gets the Ravage off. Support's moving over in the form of the Ember Spirit. No one will want to commit hard towards this, but not on a Miracle. He wants a support kill, something he can claim, which is Kuro's life. The Shockwave pulls him back down again, but Kuro will die once again. Solo will claim this kill.
Tide is not the target that you want to go for, especially this early on. He had a lot of stick charges and the bottle charge, and you're diving near tier 1 tower, so that could easily backfire, which it did. One problem that Team Liquid has right now is that Mag is not like the playmaking for. We in a little bit of trouble.
He brought Dust, Roger, so we are instantly revealed. Ramses wanted to push in towards the tower, and how many times must they get back-to-back kills with Solo just charging forward once again. The Splinter Blast will slow down Kuro, plus 16 on the intelligence stolen. This is going to become a mana pool problem if this continues for Team Liquid.
They're going to have mana regen. Not enough Ent, but at least they're going to have mana regen.
That's another thing to add to our to-do list, is the ability to actually see how much intelligence a hero has lost.
Yes.
So he actually can understand the effectiveness on specific heroes. He used to have it in Warcraft 3 Dota, but only in the end screen, and gave you a breakdown then.
This tower is gone.
Yeah.
They're not going to even get the deny on that. One thing that I wanted to say is problem that Liquid has right now is they don't have a playmaking 4. Batrider, he's having an okay time, but 2 cores, they just want to farm the jungle for the next couple of minutes, especially Anti-Mage.
Oh, they need to come and farm this. GH has 2 points in power to buff him up with, but this TA needs momentum. The Anti-Mage is looking good, sure, like he's just staying inside the jungle, but the 2 sentry wards that Kuro put down did not find that 1 ops. So VP are still able to see where Miracle is currently farming. Actually, is that 3? No, that's the TA trap that's on the minimap. Ramses looking at Kuro. That's going to reveal Team Liquid's aggressive vision. Finally, that stack is being done by Weeha.
They need to keep them busy, even though Crystal Maiden diving into jungle, just showing where enemy heroes are. They're going to get so much out of it.
And they're making sure we gets all of the experience too. Like he's closer towards Desolator. Looks like Kuro is going to steal his level 6 from the stack. And gives level 11 for Weeha. This is exactly what we needed. Now almost on level with, well, he is on level with the Anti-Mage. And is ahead of the Terrorblade. Well, GH is having to do it tough on top, but he's okay. He can actually skewer away from the Tidehunter.
Yeah. VP wants to keep fighting right now. You have this silencer, they have global, they still didn't pop it. A little bit of a
Kuro just got the kill on
detours, but-
Ramses with some extra help, but the initiation was coming from Virtus Pro towards Weeha. Refraction's buying him a little bit more time, and he will drop. But Ramses dying on bottom. That wasn't part of the plan.
every single time if you kill a hero like a TB, Meepo, TA, you take so much away from them because they farm so quickly. And this feels like it's a freebie tier 1 tower on top. There's no way Liquid is going to contest this one. They're going to even find GH.
It would have taken a blind Ravage from Pasha to cancel that TP.
Look at this. Solo, highest amount of kills at 13 minutes.
This isn't the way Solo plays.
Usually it's deaths
Yeah.
or wards placed.
If you got him in your pool for your fantasy league, which actually does happen through the DPC app, maybe you're going to get a little bit more out of him today. Smoke up from Virtus Pro, and they look to continue their pressure. Jumping in deep, but they still want to make the most of that Observer Wall, which looks like it's going to get through a full duration. I know that's something I requested of the Layer Earth boys, is to actually add like the duration of wards. Like how many wards actually go full duration. On the average lifespan of a ward. Anyway, VP won't be able to find their initiation off, or maybe it'll be the other way around, no one. Right on top of Team Liquid, but the Searing Chains holding GH in, so it's to skewer up the high ground away from Roger. He's looking for his own target. They will find Kuro a little bit closer, and they'll curse up on Magnus instead. He doesn't have the skewer to get away, but the TA traps create their own slow while no one's going for his solo kill on the Team Liquid captain. Kuro back down the stairs, another curse. Sure, why not?
They have such a sick combo. You can use Winter's Curse on one target. Ideally, it would be on 2+, but then you come closer for Tidehunter ulti or just follow with the Global Silence. It's going to be more than enough. Anti-Mage, he has Battle Fury finished 15 minutes in on top of Empower, so that's going to be a lot of gold. Whenever you're playing against Anti-Mage, it always feels like you're on the clock.
Curry's still taking a sweet time to come out. Like, it's been holding on to that item for a couple of seconds, but now it's moving. Looks like it had Weeha's Desolator to deliver. Ramses, again, always having that illusion nearby with the Global Silence out. Batrise on the run, but the Searing Chains will hold him there. So
There's the big
Mind
ulti.
Control, and Kuro with the shockwave from GH. They'll get the kill over on Ramses. You have Magnus RP, bring them together. 3 to work, and now the Ravage can pop, but Kuro got so much damage out that Weeha couldn't get there in time. The Ravage created the extra space, and even the Sata works against him with the Searing Chains as well. Roger will get up the hill and away. Miracle! The damage almost killed both Pasha and Solo, but they both barely survive. That would have been huge.
I can't believe it felt like Crystal Maiden is gonna kill all of them. If you have no stuns, you can't stand in Crystal Maiden's ulti. She gets that extra armor, and she's impossible to kill. I wish someone TP'd earlier. I'm not sure if Miracle had the TP ready or not.
Wee's in trouble. He's dead. Once again, getting cursed up. Can't do anything towards it. I wish we had a replay to watch that again, just to see the timing of it and how much damage can come out of the CM.
Man, Solo is so busy with killing people that he had 4 Observer Wards at one point. Now he placed all of them.
As didn't slow the cooldown timer on it. That's okay. But yeah, they do have some very thick vision across the bottom. The bottom lane, as well as one underneath the camp, looking towards near Roshan. Oh, VP really have the exact lineup they want to bring Roshan down. It will have to be a committal of Metamorphosis if they want it, but right now they can just keep taking the fights against Liquid.
I like what Ember is doing. He has a casual Blightstone. So you apply everything with the slide.
Hey, there's a double damage rune. They can do Roshan
yeah, they can do
now.
Roche with DD.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Every time Roshan dies with a DD, Nahaz gets another gray hair.
I mean, he's
Mind
running
Control.
out of hair.
Good
to be
information.
honest.
Flame Break just trying to slow them down. There's a quick curse. Trying to hit Mind Control. Does not connect, but Roshan sitting at 2/3. This is dangerous.
Global Silence still not up. Ravage not ready.
You don't have the RP available, however. Nice entry ward. Gets rid of the Observe ward nice and quick. Roshan down very, very low in life. Flame Break will fly forward, only pushing the Terrorblade illusion out while Ramses will get stunned. Lasso catching up the Ember Spirit. They need to finish up Roshan. There's your global silence out. Ramses has the Aegis the Immortal, and they kill off GH, or do they? Skewer up, and he does not die into the neutral. He will die to Ramses' attack, which follows him up the hill.
It's such a hard game for him to initiate. He needs to wait for Ravage, he needs to wait for Global Silence, and then he can go in. Also, there was a double damage TB with Vlad's finished on Pasha, so TB could just solo kill it. He was life-stealing.
Yep. But this makes a lot of sense, though, from Team Liquid. Like, okay, you commit, you try and slow up Roshan, you try and force something out of them, because it's buying more space to continue their own farm. The BTs from Batrider let him do the split push, but it's more importantly that Miracle gets this space. He needs to find his extra farm. He understands he's also being chased thanks to the dire observables that are planted around that mid lane. So where's he go? He now heads north because Virtus.pro will pressure south. There's a tier 1 and a tier 2 tower to take. More objectives.
If they can defend their towers or just scout them out, I mean, Batrider, Mag, Anti-Mage, they're all good, even TA, at cutting the creep waves.
Mana style done from Ramses, so let's add a little bit more push power as well as the ability to break or dodge Team Liquid's attack.
It's such a hard Magnus game.
What do you
Usually,
mean, GH.
they found him.
It's well, Shockwave at least slows down the wave. He's going to try and TP out to safety, but it will not happen. Virtus.pro have 5 players on that bot lane. They have more than enough damage, but he's just trying to slow the wave down once again.
Even if you initiate with the Mag, there's always a threat of Global Silence, of Winter Wyvern casting ulti on top of where Mag is, so they can't follow up, or just a Ravage. Even if you catch him in the RP, you're just going to deal damage with some kind of a cleave, any AoE damage, and he's going to be able to pop the Ravage.
Curse is out. Kuro, he's waiting for the extra stun to be committed. Silence is going to arrive as well. No global silence available. Does he want to let it go? Right on top of the Winter Wyvern. They've got to get in range of him, but Kuro, he's going to kill off Roger. Roger, this cold embrace is not protect him from the freezing field. You would think that would actually not work, but hey, this is not physics. Kuro will go down. No one has a double kill. And Solo has +4, 30 intelligence.
Stolen. He's going to have a full 4 staff on top of 2 bracers. He deals ton of damage, Toby.
Yep. It's not even just the 125 base. It's the fact that he's able to have the amplification on his glaives.
Even though they are 10 kills ahead of Team Liquid, it's pretty even game. Like, Team Liquid was just...
it's because Anti-Mage is so far ahead, right?
Like Anti-Mage is farming way too quickly.
He's buying his Manta right now, and you can see where Miracle's mindset is. Gets Manta, he's going into Heart next. Wants the ability to disengage from the first part of the fight and then come back in again, potentially. And this is just going to be like Heart, Butterfly, like that mid-game carry that VP just can't deal with. But he's looking to try and take a fight in mid. This time around, Liquid, they want to try and fight Courier Snipe in mid. That'll happen. That's a decent amount. That actually had the Desolator on it. Uncertain who that was for. Probably for Ramses BKB. Yeah, it was Terrorblades. It was Ramses. What was it? No, it was Ember Spirits.
Ember Spirits.
Ember Spirits.
Maelstrom. Yeah. What Team Liquid needs to do right now is just try to drag this game because they have Aegis. If they can get a pick-off with the Batrider, maybe die with the Crystal Maiden on the other side of the map to create the space for Anti-Mage. And he has BKB queued up. I like that choice. Because you need to have like 2 abilities to get out of, one on the global silence, and after you pop it, you still need something to fight with.
It's interesting to see him change his mind, though, because he did have the Heart up, but we were mentioning that at the very beginning. Like, how to get away from Silencer, how to actually fight underneath Silencer. But with only 1 minute left on this Aegis the Immortal, this is probably not exactly what Virtus.pro wanted to achieve with the first Roshan. Meanwhile, jump in, mind control. Does not commit the lasso against Ramses. Was probably still fearing the Sunder of Ramses, but at least nice to see him take out the illusions, because that's what Ramses has been using.
Yeah, exactly. He just wanted to make someone TP to the top lane so they can play more aggressively on the bottom.
Like what they just did. They just initiated onto bottom lane, looking for a kill over on Winter Wyvern. Roger lets the curse out. GH keeping his distance. There's your Mana Void to find the kill quickly. Now the global silence. What have you got available to try and fight? This Anti-Mage has to stand his ground. You already committed the Mantis. There's no way to break free. GH, nice moving over towards the tier 2 tower, but his TP's on cooldown for 8 more seconds.
I love this from GH. They found him.
Solo's looking for it. And GH knows he can't use any abilities, but he also knows that Solo...
ready in a second.
Skewer up. TP away to safety, get home, blinks away, Rames is nearby, and yeah, he's good. He's fine. Everything's cool.
I love what GH is doing. He's building Lotus Orb as his second item, has mana boots, can easily disassemble it because he needs something to get rid of the global silence, and it's extremely good against Ember Spirit Chains and the Winter Wyvern ulti.
May also be that protection for the anti-mage.
Against the Sunder, it's wow.
Like if anti-mage gets caught in that, like we've already seen GH like appear to be just that sacrifice. I'll shockwave to kill off the creep wave, so there's no more push. I don't care if I die. Same type of thing if he's got to keep Miracle alive. That's the primary goal. It's actually amazing how much money we're seeing Mind Control catch up with. He's got more network now than the Tidehunter.
He killed that DB a couple of times.
Yeah.
And now has BOTs, so he can be anywhere on the map. They just want to play the split push game for the next 10-15 minutes, maybe contest the next Roche. And there's always a fear of the trap. If you're a Virtus Pro, like you need to place a sentry before, try to kill the trap, and then go maybe into the Roche pit, try to surprise them.
Kuro's coming out with 5 sentry wards. These camps keep getting blocked. That's the reason why Anti-Mage is having his farm patterns disrupted. So they'll get rid of the one Observer Ward. Actually, is that the last Radiant Observer Ward that's on the field? Kuro should know where it is because it blocked up the camp and Miracle pinged it. Pressure from VP being applied towards the top, but this will turn into a tier 2 for a tier 2 tower trade. But they're worried that someone's in the tree lines.
They need desperately BKBs on Liquid.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if TA is building one, probably is after that Blink Dagger. So with the 3 BKBs, they will want to take a fight. Right now, they just want to dodge.
Well, VP will force it. 4 heroes smoked up. Ember Spirit won't be caught in this. There's your first sentry ward being planted. Kuro needs to plant the other one. Actually, didn't block up the camp. I was wrong. I thought I saw them ping it previously because there was no creeps in there. Now, they found the Observe Ward anyway, so Kuro will get rid of that. Virtus Pro blindly moving up underneath Team Liquid Shrine. Kuro is going to be the first one on the front lines, right on top of the TA trap. Doesn't trigger just yet. Now it will, catching both Ramses and Pasha. Second one being planted. Kuro needs a little bit of extra space, but he's just silenced up and killed off. But this is still creating more space. Miracle's pushing the tier 2 tower on bottom.
Man, Kuro needs to start buying some null talismans. He's not going to have enough mana to cast the combo. I want to see that mana pool. He died so many times near the silencer.
Mind controlled. He was just trying to bring down, he was just trying to get the bounty rune. Sleight of Fist is up, but the Splinter Blast will find the kill. Pasha was nearby as well to ensure it, even if he did get up the hill. But there's the BKB from Miracle. Now arriving. It still feels like Virtus Pro are in control of all of these engagements, but they're not in control of the map.
Yeah, they're not in control of the bottom part of the map. There's no wards from Team Liquid, but you know they're there.
Yeah.
At one point, it always becomes the classic switcheroo where Radiant plays the dire jungle and the opposite.
Yeah, Liquid has the 2 orbs on the top lane and then one watching the protected area near the bounty rune on bottom. And Virtus Pro, like, where do they plant their wards? Up in middle lane, like basically where the tier 2 tower used to be of Liquid.
And we can see Ember Spirit with the Deso. First time this event. I love this build. Full in on damage because they realize once they drop their ultis, they just need some follow-up. They don't want to drag these team fights. They want to kill people during the duration of their ultis and go for objectives. While Team Liquid wants to play around, maybe try to bait the Winter's Curse or Ravage and then re-engage after those are gone.
I feel like we is just bait. They have the Observer. Yeah, okay, yeah, they've worked it out. Like the way VP were moving was just a little too obvious for Team Liquid. But the pressure's still being applied on bottom. Once again, Mind Control has been sitting up on top lane, free farming the waves, while Virtus Pro try and make something happen in this mid. Team Liquid have a 2k gold advantage, and they're continuously pushing it, because Virtus Pro are continuously together. And now they look for the fight on bottom. GH would love to get an RP, won't happen. All right, Miracle will blink back out of cover. Let's just push. They're around Roshan, so maybe Virtus Pro, like, he's not up yet, though.
If they catch Ember Spirit in RP, he just dies if he's on the other side of the map.
They found Silencer. He's trying to actually get the D ward out. A quick silence, get the quick kill. He can buy back and give the global silence. Exactly what ends up happening. BKB already been triggered, and this has the silence Miracle caught flat-footed. Even the curse.
There's the
huge
Ravage.
hit. The Ravage will pop. They have no way to get back out of this one. There's going to be 4 heroes down from Team Liquid. The Bat Rider who started this one was the only survivor. And Virtus Pro, they've been waiting an eternity for Liquid to give them exactly this.
How many times Solo does this, especially on the hero like a Silencer? He can contribute to the other side of the map. He doesn't even need the TP. And this is a huge problem for Liquid right now.
This is a financial problem for Liquid. The bang. Oh! That's not what you wanted. Ooh. But Virtus Pro will back up. Metamorphosis won't last much longer, and like Solo's pretty damn smart. They're gonna go into Roshan.
And now without RP, I'm not sure they can fight
Team Liquid are
Anti-Mage.
coming over. They just want to put a trap down. There's a sentry ward already planted. So Weeha's trap won't see much in the pit. Mind control into the Firefly. Getting the extra information. GH can still skewer forward. Pasha trying to keep mind control away. A quick curse. Weeha's moving in under the cover of Refraction. They're trying to battle for this one. Who's going to take
Nice
Roshan?
skewer.
Mind control got it. And they actually killed Roshan. Mind control is the Aegis Immortal. Kuro starts letting it go. They're taking this entire fight without the anti-mage. You did have to die back over on Magnus for it all, as Kuro will die as well. But they stop VP from having the essentials to push high ground. But if they lose Weeha, this will be an absolute catastrophe. Start the reflection. Weeha blinks up. He was actually being protected. Now Miracle
Anti-Mage
joins
comes.
the fight. They've taken away all the mana of Ramses. He doesn't have any one charges available either. So they have to push him down the hill and far away. Weeha with a
His
mana
mana
void.
pool
The
is
damage
huge.
spilled out towards Solo. A blink forward. He's protected by the spell block. As Weeha, he wants to kill over on Pasha. The turnaround, but they only break the Aegis Immortal and Mind Control, while Miracle again jumping in aggressively. Pasha need to keep burning off this mana, make sure he's got nothing, but they don't actually stop him from being able to blink away. He blinks the other way, however. He blinks further up towards the dire side of the jungle. I don't know if this is meant to be a sacrifice or not, but Pasha will end up dying. A TA trap to slow him down. Miracle will need 2 hits. Okay, maybe with Anchor Smash, 3 hits. And they've got him. Tide no Ravage.
Toby, that
They're coming mid.
stolen ages made Team Liquid come back into this game, even though it's a really tense game, pretty even. But after they almost lost the tier 3 tower on a mid lane, but once those ultis are down, Team Liquid can take a fight. So
We
we're
actually
gonna
have
have
to
a
watch it again.
replay.
A replay. All right. This is where it kind of all began. This is 27 minutes in. And the fact he got flat-footed, so he BKB'd and then the global silence came down. I like how this is the fight that we're having, not the Roshan. This is before the Roshan play actually happened. So this is Liquid getting wiped.
Yeah, and with their combo, it doesn't allow anyone from Team Liquid, if they just pop a good Winter Wyvern ulti, you can't use a BKB. He's just gonna follow with the Ravage.
Oh boy.
Now, Anti-Mage also has the cheese. Someone stole the cheese there as well, probably mind control.
Koro's in a little bit of trouble. Sarian chained up. He'll end up going down once again. Well, there's a little bit of time. No, he does not walk away from this. The curse is up. And the Slider Fist puts him down. God, 20,000 net worth coming in for Anti-Mage. This is meant to be his spike time. And my God, has he spiked in a lot of these fights. But the advantage still being only 2,000. They still haven't taken the top lane. It is the cheese on the Anti-Mage. You are right.
He needs to be careful about using his BKB next time. Manta Style to dodge one of those spells, and then needs to be careful about using a BKB. It's tough, once again. Same goes for Magnus in this game. I'm not sure. Okay, he is... I mean, he has the same amount of farm he had almost 10 minutes ago.
He needs to blink right now, but it's already too late. A quick skewer takes one of the TP illusions with him. The TP out. The curse will be committed. As they needed to save the Ravage. It's the bigger ability. And GH will fall. Another +2 for Solar.
Try to blink out. Did not happen. Meanwhile, they're just split pushing and farming a lot on the map. Anti-Mage with the full butterfly. So that's going to keep him alive against some right clicks from TB.
How do you push up if you're Virtus Pro? Yes, there's a cheese available. I suppose like going into Mag RP is still so very scary into the high ground of Team Liquid.
Yeah, even if you have like 2/3 big ultis to counter the RP. Oh, this is huge. Illusion bottled up.
And Weehan will bottle up the double damage. I'm sorry, Weehan will just take the double damage. Mind control. Firefly up. Look at Roger. He's like, all right, Tinker Woods. Get him
He even
up.
placed the ward.
And we don't even find him. That's 2 Tinker Wars they end up placing. Wait, hang on. That actually doesn't see correctly, right? I'm not seeing it on the... Oh, no, it does. It does. Just doesn't look right on my mini-map on my screen. Now it does.
All good, Toby?
Yeah. Old man eyes. I need to go to Specsavers. No promotion. I'm not sponsored by them at all. Underlying mark. As I get older, though, I will consider such endorsements.
So Mind Control is not getting a BKB. He had it queued up at one point, built a full Crimson Guard, and now he's getting a Solar Crest because Ember Spirit has a Deso, and it's such a great item against the TB. Also, you can put a Solar Crest on a target that they use Winter's Curse on if he's not the one.
As TA gets disabled, a Scythe of Vice will arrive.
If he can cut into backlines, try to kill Winter Wyvern or Silencer, that would be amazing. But I feel like Team Liquid can start a team fight. If they can surprise them with 1/2-man RP and then follow it up with some hexes, and they have ways of dealing with the global silence right now.
That's too many 3-2-2s in an SAP stat. Please remove it at this point of the game. Miracle's going to jump in towards the tier 3 tower and then blink away. Just forces a reaction from Ramses. And here's the front liner for Virtus Pro. Having Skadi, having Butterfly, he is in a very strong position. Virtus Pro, however, having a courier deliver items right underneath the Team Liquid Observer and Sentry Ward. Now it allows Mind Control to know where he can move forward. The Global Silence is out. Support's coming in from Liquid, but taking a very long time. But the Crimson Guard lets him survive so long. Mind Control can't get up the hill and away. He'll end up popping to Pasha. Miracle, quick blink away.
They
Level
need
25 Anti-Mage just wants to get the hell out of there.
They need some kiting items on Liquid. A Force Staff, a Glimmer Cape, anything to keep the cores alive.
They have a good, at least a better fight this time around because there's no global. There is Curse, there is Ravage. So that's the problem that Liquid has to deal with. GH, ready with his RP. Ramsey's coming in close. Remember, he doesn't have that secondary life. Triggers the Metamorphosis. Wyvern will buy back into this game. Might take a while before he gets to the front lines, however. As GH waits in the tree line. Weehar's ready with his own disable. That range rack's dying so quickly. Ramses will finish the job and move on to the melee. Is Liquid really going to let this go? Without the Batrider initiation, you probably don't feel confident about it.
Glyph is kicking in. I mean, backdoor protection.
Yep. Creep wave is on the way. Now Glyph will be burnt from Team Liquid. They need to keep the creep wave alive. That's why they're waiting for it.
Now it's go time for Team Liquid. Meta is running out. There's no global.
Anti-Mage wants to get into the back lines. Miracle's looking for it. But you got the melee rack, so VP, all they need to do is get out. Miracle, he just jumps forward. The spell shield is up into the TA traps, getting all kind of slow. He wants to burn the mana before he can get the mana void out. But now Miracle, he's so low on life, but he's still consisting forward. Remember, you've got the Ravage, the BKB is up, the jump in. Now they can get the spell damage. Miracle with the mana void. Ramses and Solar will die. The curse creates, but Miracle, he jumps in, he avoids the curse, which means they won't lose their support. GH jumps forward, getting the extra slows. Roger will fall dead for a minute and a half. They do lose mid racks. Team Liquid for this. Ravage was not burnt from Virtus Pro, so they have their high ground defense possible, but Team Liquid repel them.
Perfect timing from Team Liquid to initiate a team fight, even though they lost their mid-rax's anti-mage, keeping that cheese to the last second, and now he has a DD rune.
They're gonna push.
Highest amount of last hits at 36 minutes on any hero.
They have
only a casual 500.
They had the Lotus Orb as well for the Magnus, so Dispel has now become available.
Yeah, and
Miracle can be very protected if he goes high ground, or Weehar. We actually even seen, like, really the presence of Weehar as his eyes have been on Miracle. But they will take this mid-racks very quickly, and buybacks from Virtus Pro, they're available on everyone but the Wyvern. And look at Anti-Mage. Miracle, he wants more. He wants the creep wave as well as the extra tier 3 tower. Ravage being burned, catching up 4. Can they kill him? They did! Miracle's already gone down, a huge spree to be ended by no one, and Liquid are in full retreat. The Spirit jump forward, Sansa is brought back in, and they'll find this kill on Kuro. And Team Liquid, they did take the melee racks in mid, but that was fast reactions.
Yeah,
from
Ravage
Pasha.
was expended. Anti-Mage has buyback if Roche spawns. It's not going to spawn that quickly. Anyway,
they've got time. 1 minute. 1 minute on Roshan.
But they want to force a buyback from Anti-Mage. Ramses has meta up. There's no tier 2 towers left, and it's being pinged out, the top tier 3 tower. That's a Solar Crest on Batrider finished.
Oh, they got to get rid of these wards too, Team Liquid. They're actually moving underneath the 2 Radiant Observer wards, 1 in their bottom jungle, and their sentries have missed everything. They put more of aggressive vision for a defensive aggressive vision. With the creep wave almost arriving in mid, Ramsey can push in through the top, and this is what's going to force the buyback. The tier 3 tower will fall. They know they burnt fortification to try and defend their mid lane. Team Liquid, will they be happy to let another wave go? Ravage is down, Global Silence is down, the lasso, Animate will buy back, but you've got the root. Batrider cannot move away. Now Kuro wants to let it go, but it's difficult. He can't actually get the right position for it, but Mind Control protected by the GH's Lotus Orb. They're still trying to get him all the way back to base. The range Rax has been taken, but Miracle, where is his influence in the fight? Jumps in, gets the instant bash over on the Terrorblade.
There's the
Hex as
Hex.
well. They're trying to focus him down. You've got at least a curse, but it's only keeping TA out. And Ramsey's, he'll sunder the life away from Solo, giving him the way to fight. But GH hits the RP as well. Weehan needs to be able to connect, but the cold embrace, Kuro letting it go all over. Virtus Pro, Ramsey's has to come back in range, do some level of damage to kill off Kuro, but Miracle
Kuro's not dying.
Kuro's just doing everything. A double kill for him. The Shockwave won't reach Roger. He'll have to blink away under the cover of the Ghost Scepter, but Miracle staying with him. They're dropping the Gem of Truth side to try and get out of here. Roger, what have you got? Moving around. The TA traps down, making sure that they have the extra vision. Then the Metal Strifer and Weeha to put Roger down. They still got the range.
And the Roche just spawned. They have the trap inside the Roche pit, so that's Suchi's, Aegis, everyone is buying back. DB does not have meta.
VP can't let this go. This is now the 3rd Roshan.
But the bottom lane is pushing in.
We gotta check the inventory on Roshan. It's got the refresher. That's actually better.
That's better for VP, yeah.
The second metamorphosis for Ramses, if they can get it. Batrider's up in 6 seconds. He's the one that gives Team Liquid the vision to contest this. Pasha Ravage is ready. Global Silence is ready. As he tries to body block it, GH, no RP up, still on cooldown for another minute, but that won't stop him. We've seen him jump before, and now the Global Silence is out. GH, is it time to jump? Lotus Orb with the Ravage to create space. Roshan killed by the Radiant. Who's got what? You've actually got Batrider dying in the pit, but he snatched the Aegis Immortal, but we kind of needed it. He's dead for 2 minutes, and I don't think he gets out. The lasso is quick, but GH is just skewering away.
Oh, what a play from Pasha there. He instantly used the Ravage. They just wanted to secure the last hit on the Roche. Mind Control snatched the Aegis once again.
He got Cheese and Refresher Shard. Pasha got both of those after doing the Ravage. He still got back in to get Refresher Shard and Cheese. And look at Miracle. He's got to keep the creep wave out. I mean, he can't fight through backdoor regen, but if he pushes the bottom lane, maybe he can look for some level of trade-off because he needs something. TA is dead for 1.5 minutes.
Oh, he killed the courier. That's actually huge. Nothing was there, so but it means that they need to run back to buy the items. Ember Spirit, level 25. Daedalus, Arcane Rune.
Everyone's still got buybacks on cooldown. Guys, you need a...
Batrider, oh my god. Antimage is going to pick up the Bounty Rune, and the Batrider will have enough for a buyback.
Yeah, so he can come up. GH has RP available. They'll have to really lock everybody in together, and they'll need Miracle. Smoke up. Can they do this defense without Weeha, without their newest recruit team, Liquid? Pasta's looking for it. Remember, he's got the Refresher Shard. He hasn't triggered it just yet. Solar Crest first. Wait for that Ravage. The tier 4 towers, they're being taken down. Mind Control can't find the angle of initiation. Miracle jumps into the back lines. He's in pretty damn deep. The lasso, they actually found the TB. GH is still waiting as Kuro lets it out. They've killed off the Winter Wyvern. They're taking care of the back lines. The RP, no! The Ravage, it cancelled it. GH couldn't get it off in time. He won't get anything out now. Miracle, he may have found a double kill in the back lines, but now he'll lose his final support who has buyback available. But Miracle, he's got no life. The tier 4 towers have been taken. The fortress is going down.
Game. They
and
can't
this should be the game. Miracle's not going to give it up, but they're calling GG. It's done. 41-22. VP fight back after what was a boot kicking in game 1 to win game.